What's good, town folks? In the words once again of the infamous Curtis Wilson, it's the weekend, baby. We're just only, I believe, only like 6 days or so left, 5 or 6 days left till the launch of the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. And I'm your boy, the boss, and we're here for another weekly wrap. So tonight, uh, I just wanted to cover a few little hot topics that I've came across. One in particular, just to go ahead and let people know, put it out there. From what I'm aware of, November 10th, I believe it's the 10th to the 11th. There's supposed to be a big launch celebration, some sort of global live stream going down from Xbox themselves. And the times I'm looking at, well, according to the tweet, is 5 p.m. Pacific time. So let's see here. I'm trying to see if I can pull up what time they're going to have for us for Eastern. Yeah, some odd reason my computer here is not exactly pulling stuff up.
Okay, I'm back. For some reason, I tried to get this show, and it said nothing there. So I don't know what's going on with this show. So I don't know what's going on. Um, so I don't know what's going on. I hope he give me a call because I don't know what the hell's going on. So yeah, well, we can go. Damn.
Well, I mean, I'm already live right now, so.
Okay, well, let's go then. Let's go with it.
All right, well, thanks for joining me, Tuck. Well, right now I'm just kind of like just touching on a few things that that kind of, I want to say, went under the radar for a lot of people. One of the things which I came across on Twitter was that apparently 5 p.m. Pacific time. I need to pull it up as to what time that is for Eastern, and I guess in your case Central. On November 10th. Well, let's see here. Hold on a second. Okay, I misread it. Okay, November 10th, which is the launch date of the Series X and the Series S.
Right.
Between 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Xbox is holding a huge global live stream, which they call the Xbox launch celebration. So,
and what time they having this again?
It says here at 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm trying to remember. I think
that's California time right there. So that'd be 12 my time.
Yeah, because I think for me, Cali, I think is like 4 hours behind me. I think.
Because you're in New York, right? You're on the East Coast?
Yeah, I'm on the East Coast.
Yeah, They let me see. California is 2 hours in front of us. They 3 hours in front of you.
Yeah, you're like 2 from me.
No, I'm just a 1.
Oh, you just 1?
Yeah, I'm Central Time. I'm Central Time Zone.
Okay. All right. That is right. Because then from you it's Mountain Time, ain't it? The time zone after you is Mountain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So, so you're right. You said it's gonna be 3. So you say it might be 3 your time. So therefore, it should be like 4 my time. So.
Right.
All right. So all right. What do you think there? We'll probably might see during this stream.
Oh man, I'll tell you right now. I'm not gonna say a lot to you. I think they're gonna have a big surprise, and I don't know what it is. But I think they might have a surprise dealing with Halo.
Oh, you thinking that too?
I really am thinking that. I don't know why, but I really am thinking that. I think when they got this thing with AMD situated, and they can go around, and like I told people, they can go around the clock and get that thing ready. Because it's not like it's not ready. That was the early build, so it's already ready.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that they just got to get the AMD specs in it, and it could be ready. It could be ready. I don't know if it is. It could be, or they could be making another big time announcement. They could might be by another studio. You never could tell. So, that's all I got to say about that. I mean, I think it could be like that too. Oh yeah, ain't no doubt about that. Ain't no doubt about that.
And see, the thing is, it's funny because that's kind of what I was having in mind as well, because I've been hearing, from various little sources that it's more than one surprise. We might be looking at possibly a whole lot of nukes being set off, and Halo, and one of those rumors was Halo might be among those. So yeah, man, Chuck, you might be on to something there.
Because I went to bed last night. That's like hell. What the hell? I said, like, what the hell do I think Sony? I mean, what the hell I think Microsoft might do? They might just put the nuclear bomb on everybody. Say, hey, Halo's ready. We're gonna show it. Boom, and blow all these damn Sony ponies away. Blow them away, baby. I would just love to see that happen right there. Right. So, that way Sony can't say, oh, well, y'all don't got no games coming out. Man, please. And all they can do is talk about Spider-Man Morales, and that's it. And it's not even looking all that damn great. So
hear nothing but one loud collective plop of so many jaws dropping all at once.
Oh yeah. Because especially now
saying, and that's all they could do is just mouth the gate with not a damn thing to say.
Yeah, especially when they found out that they damn something can't do 1440p.
It can't do 1440p native. The thing, see, I don't know. Like I said, right now this is also what coming into another topic is like a lot of information is starting to come out because now, I guess the embargo that people that got in their hands on the PS5 kind of shocking how late in the game they got in these PS5s.
Yep.
They're just now being able to start reporting on it on their findings. Now
right.
It seems to be like a lot of positive hullabaloo and everything, and you would think that it's even handed as the media would be, where it's like for everything good they find with the Series X and S, it was always followed by a but or a certain tone in their voice, like there's something wrong.
Right.
But it's like with the PlayStation 5, it's like you didn't get that same energy.
It was just,
yeah, and I mean, and it's kind of, but yet you had to turn to other sources to look and see that okay, there's some things that are that need to address. And the 1440p thing that you just mentioned, I just came across that.
Right.
I didn't even know about that until shout out to New Legal in his show last night that that Tech mentioned it, and I was like, huh? So I went back, checking Twitter and stuff because I really don't keep up with the PlayStation stuff, I don't go on their Reddit, because it's like, I'm not a PlayStation person. So
right.
So PlayStation trolls. Look, it's cool to like what you like, but you see, I stay in my lane.
So we stay right there in our lane. Yeah, we stay in our lane.
I get, mighty loud applause to the Nintendites. They do the same. They keep that truck in their own damn lane.
Yeah, they do.
So how I had to come across this was, over social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most damnable place to come across it. So, and then there was a few YouTubers that were finally, I guess, we're talking about it as well. But it seems to be something about 1440p native that it can't do. I guess it can only do something like what was it trying to say? Like, I guess like an upscaled or checkerboarded
Upscale
1440p.
checkerboard. So that means that the damn machine can't do 4K either. If it can't do that, it can't do 4K.
Well, supposedly it can do 4K, but yeah.
Well, but I'm just saying that don't make no sense. If it can't do 1440p and 4K, the more high resolution, what are they talking about?
Well,
you get what I'm saying?
Oh no, I get what you're saying. What's going on, Smith? Thanks for joining us, man. But yeah, man. So yeah, and the thing is, man, you're right, and I'm over here scratching my head about it too, because I'm trying to make sense of the whole thing as well, just as much as I'm trying to make sense of how they're going to be sitting here, trying to push this whole thing of like being able to take external SSDs, but here it is at launch, the slot ain't going to be ready.
Right.
And and don't get me wrong, I ain't trying to bounce away from where you're getting at, because I'm confused too, just the same as about that whole SSD situation. For what, coming on almost a year, they wouldn't shut up about the damn SSD, about how game changing it was going to be, how life changing it was meant to become,
and how fast it was going to be and all that stuff. And now come to find out, our loading times a whole lot faster than theirs. So what the heck? What did you do? Man, please.
See, the thing is, this comes back to what I was trying to tell a whole bunch of them before, and even a few other people, and even people who were supposed to be on our side of the fence, on the Xbox side of the fence. Even they kind of all midways about like, well, we're gonna have fast load times, but they're gonna be able to load up more lush, lived-in, vibrant worlds. And I'm like, no, that's not exactly how the fuck it works.
No, it don't work. It don't work like that at all. I don't know what the hell they talking about. It don't work like that way at all. So
basically, the way they try to pump it up. They try to pump it up, whereas like, if I guess you say it's like this. Say you have, for example, Red Dead Redemption 3. Okay,
right.
There's the same levels. The way they're trying to pump it up is make it sound that if you're like, say, like at a sawmill location, sawmills up in the woods and shit like that.
Yeah.
There's like more trees around and more people walking around and doing more things. That's the way they try to make it sound, and make it try to sound like for the Series X and S, there will have to be a compromise where Rockstar might have to remove a few trees and maybe have like, whereas the PlayStation 5 would have like 7 people walking around doing different things, the Xbox will only have like 5 people doing things. But they try to twist it up where it's like, oh, but here's the good thing, your NPCs could do more stuff. And it's like, no, you don't seem to understand it. We can load as much stuff, and have our NPCs doing more stuff, because we have yet to have heard a single damn thing about machine learning whatsoever on the PS5.
And then what they don't understand is this: the game is just the game. Okay, I mean, you're not gonna be able to turn around. I mean, you're gonna be able to do some things with the game, but this secret sauce that Sony's talking about with the video, whatever they want to call that piece of crap, the secret sauce that they're talking about, man, please. on
Man,
that little. I mean, please, that secret sauce ain't gonna do him no good at all. And
shit.
they butthurt about that too.
Like, man, Tuck, like shit. It sounds like the main ingredient, which is the mayo, got for the secret sauce, kind of sat on the counter a little bit too long. That
Yeah,
shit done spoiled.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, and the way I see it like this, man. The way I see it like about the whole damn thing is this. What's his name? Jim Ryan.
Yep.
That little stuff that he did last week or did early this week. Okay. You know, Jim Ryan, you know, got in just, you know, don't even mention that up. You embarrass yourself by mentioning, well, you know, we think it's fair that Microsoft is buying all these studios, but y'all bought studios. But now it's all of a sudden unfair that Microsoft bought Bethesda. Whoop-de-doo. Y'all bought a studio. Microsoft bought one of the biggest studios out there. And y'all mad about that. Don't get mad about that. Because during the whole part of the generation of the PS2, that's what y'all did. Y'all bought the IPs, and when you bought the IPs, nobody else can survive. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And that's all I got to say about that, Mr. Jim Ryan. Just take that to the bank.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, wait a second. Oh man, he about to give me a call. But I can't get at this. But I can't get at this chat with you doing this at the same time.
Oh, okay. Well, he's finally getting ready to do his show.
I guess so. Hey, let me go ahead. Hey, go ahead and let me leave you right quick, and I'll be right back.
Oh man, okay, no problem, man.
I'll be right back.
All right then.
All right.
All right. So, but yeah, Smith. Smitty, dude, I mean, the story is telling, man. Of just how, you know, how rushed, because everybody talks about how rushed the Xbox seems and everything, but dude, I keep saying it, you know, don't let you know Phil Smooth Chase fool you. This damn thing has been, you know, probably out and in their hands for well over a year before, you know, we even knew anything about it. You know, so I'm, you know, to me the Xbox wasn't rushed. I think if anything is probably rushed is probably the tools, because they had to wait on AMD, you know, the stuff with AMD. They had to wait for the full RDNA 2, and then they had to more or less build DirectX around that stuff. But that's just the way I'm seeing it. You know, somebody who might have more better inside information than I do might be able to render up a much better answer. So, but yeah, man, dude, this SSD thing is ridiculous. It was only maybe about 3 weeks ago that somebody posted something about Sony was trying to pay the Moodle guys, the ones I believe who maintain Kraken, to try to get them to do something with Kraken that emulates Velocity architecture. I don't know how well that would have worked out, considering that Velocity is patented, and there's a lot of people who are harping about, you know, the PlayStation 5 not having quick resume, whereas, like, because of the technology, yes, something like quick resume could be possible for the PlayStation 5, but it wouldn't be quick resume because they can't, because Microsoft owns the trademark to that, as well as the patent for how it works. Yes, they were. Oh, wait, there go Tuck.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back, Tuck.
Who else who else joined? Have anybody else joined our show yet?
No, nobody. ODT and Emmanuel haven't popped up yet, and I haven't seen Sega Man.
Yeah, well, I got told him that I'll be with you for a couple more minutes after we finish our show, that I'll be over there. So
All right. Who's all in his?
Nobody's in his yet.
Oh, so he's just there talking?
No, he hadn't even started the show yet.
Oh shoot, man. Let me.
Are you giving him an open link?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna come and join that because he said he spent a lot of time, putting that link out. I don't know, how that goes. But no, but dude, but I'm telling you right now, man, getting back to what we were saying was that, hey man, Microsoft really just got it going on. I mean, they really just did a good job. I mean, there's nothing else that you can say about it. I mean, I'm reading this guy post. Microsoft just took their time with the tech, Sony, and which is true. I mean, and so they just rushed. I mean, this thing really did catch them by surprise, and they can't do a doggone thing about it. Like I told people, they don't have they don't have the money, they don't have the resources that Microsoft has, and that's all it is to it. So, and I'm just loving it. I'm loving it because they're sort of getting a piece of their own medicine.
Shoot, a piece, boy. They about to gargle down the whole damn bottle.
Yeah, they are. I mean, just bottom line, man. I mean, it's sad, but hey, what's good for the goose, good for the gander. That's all I gotta say about that. I mean, hey, it is what it is, dude. So,
It really, dude, it really is, man. I mean, something like shoot, man. Sometimes you just, sometimes you just gotta take them lumps, man. When you get your cup of tea, you gotta take them lumps. them lumps will make that tea much better.
Right. But you know what really gets me so mad, boss? This what really gets me so mad is that you got some of these Xbox people that's supposed to be loyal Xbox people just still taking the side of Sony. I mean, I don't understand that. I mean, are they still trying to change their mind? Or are they still doing the same bull crap, talking about over there downgrading Microsoft or what? I just don't understand it.
Shoot.
I mean,
I'll be. Hey man, I'm almost tempted to ask if Smitty wants to jump in. Yo, Smitty, you want to join us, bro? Because every Xbox stream I usually be on was where Smitty Smith is on. Yeah, I mean, dude, he always got a lot of heat and fire.
Okay, well, have him come on in. See if you want to come on in. Then what I'll do, if he comes in, then what I'll do, I'll stay with you for another 5 or 10 minutes. Then I'll go over to Hebot's show. But I'm not gonna do nothing until he joined though.
I know working in my field, I'm 100%.
All right.
Is he coming in?
I don't know. I dropped the link in. I don't know, man. He might be tied up with what he's got going on. Who knows? He probably went ahead and went live, man, and probably just decided to just rock the whole show on his own.
Okay. Well,
I mean, sometimes it's what you gotta do.
Yeah, I understand that, but but we got to get together on all this stuff. But I tell you right now, man. But I do like the direction that Microsoft is going. I really do. I mean, they doing all the bells and whistles. They listen to their fans, and that's it. Even though I know that people have had how understand how people feel about Microsoft, Xbox giving these other people, which I do agree with Prime, that they should not be giving them an Xbox. And you got loyal Xbox fans out there, and they loyal. So, I mean, yeah, I can understand why they're upset about that. I mean, I can. I really can, because I would, but I'm a little, I don't even have my channel's not big. So I guess if your channel's not big, they're not going to look at you. They're not going to look at you like a big channel. But I think Microsoft really just need to stop that, because the thing is so sad that you got people like Dealer and all of them, they get it, and they talk, and they already doing reviews of it, which wasn't nothing wrong with Dealer's review today. It wasn't nothing really wrong. I saw his review today. His review was real nice, but I think it'd still be nice for Microsoft to give some of these smaller, dedicated Xbox fans a free console. I mean, that's all there is to it. I would just love to see that. I would just love to see that happen. And I don't. And I feel Spencer. I don't think he have anything to do with it. I think it's just the PR department, because I think he got a lot of things on his hands besides just thinking about giving people consoles.
Yeah, it's from what I understand from my own sources on this, is that it is a PR team thing, and there's certain things that they're looking at when it comes to these select individuals, and so they go off of that, and then they go from there. And I guess they probably kind of like monitor them for a while to see what kind of content they're doing and what they're up to. So I don't know. I believe another thing is that they look at the numbers of what of like who is following them, and how much of an audience they have.
Right.
And so I like I said, I'm guessing that's all I can do is just guess that
Right.
That's what's going on. See. Okay, man. All right, Smitty Smith. Thanks for joining us, man. You sleep well, man. Be safe out there, because they're probably gonna start wilding out once this this ballot count is done.
Yeah, heck, when this doggone thing is done, it's gonna really go crazy. I'm hoping that it don't go crazy. I'm really hoping that it doesn't. But this guy, right? He's just not gonna. He just don't want to give in. He don't want to give in. He don't want to give up. He don't want to realize that if you lose, you lose. I mean, man. I mean,
that sounds familiar, Tuck. That sounds like the damn place. That sounds like the PlayStation fans. What?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, I'm just being truthful. I mean, that he just, and like I said, I don't have nothing against him, but the stuff that he does and the stuff that he says, it's just iconic. I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, something that he say, he don't have to say. Just tell people to wear the damn mask and go on with life. But you don't need to turn around and but he ain't gonna do that. Oh, hell no. Shit.
Nope. Well, either way, there's more. I mean, I ain't gonna get into it, because I tend to sway away from religion and politics. But
yeah, that's the end of that story.
Yeah, but there's a reason why it ain't a thing about he's got to win. That's not it. Granted that he does have to win. There's a reason why he can't come out that office as plain old regular Mr. Trump. There's a reason why.
Yeah, there is a reason why. Yeah, there is a reason why.
because the number of laws he has already broken.
Oh, you know they're coming for him. They're coming for him. They're coming for him. He must get ready for that.
Brand new matching set of silver bracelets.
Yeah.
Free and gifted. And all jokes aside, before I cut it off, is as both me and my old man were saying when we were talking to each other, is if they smart, they best be posted at every single fixed base operation. In other words, private airport.
Right.
Every airport. Because if they miss him, he's going to be on the first thing smoking in a straight shot to Russia.
I tell you right now, and that's where I think he's going to go anyway. He's going to go straight to Russia. But thing about it is, I play this. The first thing that he got to worry about, he ain't going nowhere. I'm going to tell you the reason why. He ain't going nowhere. He going right there. He going right there in there behind them damn bars. I think they just waiting because I'm hearing that him and his old lady not really getting along.
Oh, dude, she what time it is. She's just like the rest of the Republicans trying to make that clean break.
Oh heck yeah! So that's one thing that people don't understand. That now since the Republicans got their seats back, they ain't worried about him. They're gonna throw his ass underneath the bus as soon as they can say go, because they know all that crap that he did was wrong. But they let him do it though. They let him do it. So, and that's all it is. I mean, that's the reason why you got over 240,000 people dead because of his nonsense and they foolishness. But I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop that politics down now. So I'm done with that. So,
yep. So,
yeah.
Yep. But like I said, the way this kind of relates to what we're seeing with PlayStation and with their overzealous fans is mainly in the fact that you know what's wrong what they doing. You see what's wrong, but yet y'all sit there and y'all are enabling this. I mean, it's like things got better over here in our camp because we spoke up. We saw what was wrong. We spoke up.
Right.
But and the best part is we spoke with our wallets. But
yeah, that's true.
I don't understand why it's so hard. I don't get it. You want that brand to survive. You want that brand to make it into the next gen after this next gen. Y'all better say something.
Well, now I play this. When they get out to the next gen, they ain't gonna make another console.
From the way it's looking and they talking, I don't think so either.
It's costing them too much.
That's why I find it so odd that people talking about like, oh yeah, they already talking about a mid-gen a PS5 Pro. I'm like, a PS5 Pro. They having a hard enough time putting this together as it is already.
Yeah, but they could. But the thing about it is, they putting all their money and resources on this console, and like I told people straight up, do not be surprised that everybody gonna say, well, we're gonna leave the console war this year. No, I mean this generation. I said, dude, break this. It don't matter if y'all can have all the consoles out there in the world. It don't make no damn difference. Right now, PlayStation, right now just playing on their reputation. And y'all fools always go for it. Always go for it. So now they have a lot of PS5s out there in the market. Y'all gonna buy them. But I tell you right now, do not be surprised if something going on with that system. Don't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be surprised if that system breaks down. Don't be surprised if it overheats. Don't be surprised if they got that liquid metal, whatever they call that liquid metal crap, that it shuts down the system after it overheats so damn long. So I mean, I'm wishing that it doesn't, but I know what's going on.
I'm wondering what grade of what grade this liquid metal is going to be at, because the common liquid metal that's available to most consumers usually has a lifespan of somewhere around about uh, between like say like 6 months to a year, a little over a year, and then
Right.
it's advisable that you go ahead and check that shit, because
Right.
it starts getting to a point where it starts eating away the aluminum of your heat sink.
Right.
And it more or less what it does is starting to meld. It's starting to merge, into your heat sink, and you don't want that. You really
So
don't
other
want
words, it might last 2 years, and then we might have to buy another system.
Well, I would definitely not want that to happen to anybody's, shitting out 500 bones. But it's even beyond that too, Tuck, because also another thing is that the as one person was pointing out when they first did the initial breakdown, where that Japanese hardware
Right.
guy was like breaking it down, and they was talking about the SSD controller and stuff. They're saying that the
Right.
way it's soldered on, it's like the worst case scenario is a contact point, I guess, like coming loose or something like that, or say your kid's not paying attention and knocks that thing over, while it's in operation,
Oh.
because he was like, look, he was like, this is not going to be a easy deal, because this thing is soldered on. He was like, look, he was like, it's hard for me to really verify it because of how it looks, but looking at the SSD on the Series X and the S, he's like, those might be easier to replace because they look more like they're slotted in rather than soldered in.
Right.
Which is kind of
Yeah.
which is, I believe, the same approach a lot of mobile devices usually take. And I remember ODT Reaper was linking me a picture about it, where the same, basically what a lot of people are kind of speculating is the same mobile class SSD that is inside of most of the Microsoft mobile devices, like that folding tablet thing they have.
Right.
A lot of people are thinking that that's the same storage device that might be inside the Series S and the X. I mean, like I said, there's no verification of that just yet, and I guess it's just a matter of Microsoft saying, coming forth saying anything about it themselves. But even if it is,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, even if it is, dude, I mean, as long as it gets the job done,
That's all that matters.
as long as it keeps everything nice and stable.
Yeah.
So it don't matter, because this probably might be the biggest, one of the biggest. Well, from what I understand, I mean, it is a big contributor to the SSD itself is a big contributor to the Velocity architecture anyway. So
Right.
yeah, so this probably, so it probably works out even if that was the case. So yeah, I mean, we'll have to see how long the PlayStation 5 works, with enough people playing it for like hours on end. And speaking on that as well, a lot of reviewers, like I said, got their hands on it early. It took
Right.
long. And of course, you got your McCaffreys, IGN, and all of them, just creaming all over the place about it.
Right.
You're not getting that same energy as it was when they were reviewing the Series X and stuff. And some people say, oh, it's because there's no Halo, and they're salty about the Halo. And I'm like, nah, it ain't because of the Halo. Because to me, the way I feel is, even if Halo was to have made it, it would have been the same. It would have been the same energy.
They still would have bombed it. They still would have bombed it for the hell of it.
So I really don't think it would have been any difference. But this is where, my constant saying of just enjoy your gaming, because this clownery is going to continue. It's going to continue for a long time. And all we need to do is just sit back and watch the fallout when all of a sudden there's overheating warnings all over the place. There's drive failures, because one thing I keep saying about that SSD is that's going to draw a lot of current. I keep telling people that it's going to draw a lot of current. It's going to generate a lot of heat. And as one dude was saying, and even in his words, where he's trying his damnedest to not concern troll the whole thing, he's like, the way this thing is soldered on, he's like, man, one of these contacts go loose. He's like that's it for you.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true. Well, man, dude, listen here, man. I just gotta get off because I gotta get him to go to work tomorrow anyway. Because I gotta get him around 4:00 and then be at the job around 5. So, but I will. But one thing I do like about your show is honest. You good at what you do.
Oh,
you're good at what you're good at what you do.
Well, I appreciate it, man. But like I said, I try to be.
Well, you are. I mean, no doubt about it. So, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off here and go and join Hebot show a little bit. Then after that, I'm going to go to bed. So,
All right, man.
Hey,
like a plan.
But one thing I am going to say about this before I do leave. Like the boss said, Sony ponies, enjoy your console. Don't worry about Xbox. Just worry about yourself and your console. Don't worry about our games. Keep your butts over there where you belong. Because we don't need you over here. And that's all it is to it. And this is the last word that Tuck Master is saying. And I'm about to drop the mic on that. So that's all I got to say about that, man. I mean, I just get so tired of them. And even some, and I'm going to even tell some of these doggone fraud Xbox people too. Go over there to Sony. Go over there to Sony. Cry. Go over there to Sony. We don't need you. We don't need you at all. So that's something else that we got a good system, but they still want to. I mean, they haven't talked about it that bad, but I can imagine when they fully come out, they're gonna say, "Oh, Xbox don't do this. Xbox don't do that." Okay.
Well, real
Please.
quick, Joe Tuck. Real quick though. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's the newness. That's all it is. It's the newness. It's the fact. It's like it's like when you think back when you was a kid and stuff, when Transformers first came out, and even though they were like you couldn't like pose them like G.I. Joes and do much. In other words, they was just like more or less they were just glorified die cast metal figurines with bits of plastic. When I think about like the old Transformers and stuff and look at the new ones, like my little brother be getting out the store and stuff, man, you're looking at a grown man who feel salty, just feel jaded. Because like man, and look how small this motherfucker is. I could have been like, whenever the teacher walked over, I could have shoved that under my desk. But the ones we had back in our day, we couldn't do that.
No, you couldn't do that. That's that cast. That was that cast metal stuff right. That was some good stuff right there, boy.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the thing about it is, if you threw that joker and it hit somebody, they were gonna feel it.
Yeah, so yeah, but you got that right.
Yeah, but that's all it is, Tuck. It's the newness of it, man. They're not looking at what the downsides And because the way because I'm trying to get you out of here because you got to get your rest, is that
Right.
they're not looking at this in say the mindset of the long term. All right, because
Yeah.
just like everything is going about these adaptive triggers and stuff. There's God, I need to try to pull it up so I can link it to y'all in Eroc's chat. Um, but there's actually a reviewer who said he came across one issue while he was playing. I think I think it was Miles Morales, where he said he came across a situation where he had to like really, really, really push down on that trigger to get it to move. It's like it was jammed, and I guess the motor was, whatever code or signal was being sent to that motor just locked the motor up to where he couldn't even push the thing down, and he like really had to put a lot of strength into it. And I'm like, okay, that's not sounding good already.
Man, that's something else, boy. That is something else. So it's not already sounding good for them already, huh?
But yeah, I mean, but like I said, it's the newness. Because see, the thing is, everything they're doing, except for the adaptive trigger thing, this is all shades of Nintendo. And look how long that stuff lasted with when Nintendo was rocking it. The blowing into the mic, the HD rumble and all that stuff. Look how long that lasted. That didn't last very long because everything falls upon the developer. If the developers themselves are not going to make much use of it, then it's just going to fall flat on its face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
And
Well,
it's funny how much shit they were talking about Dirt 5 and Codemasters, the Dirt 5 devs, until all of a sudden Codemasters dump the PlayStation 5 version gameplay and stuff. Then all of a sudden now Codemasters is their best damn friends.
oh man. Well, man, dude, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, then sleep well, man. Keep you and the wife safe.
Okay, you do the same, man.
All right, man. Later.
All right, bye.
All right. And once again on his own. But yeah, so as I was saying, everybody, folks have been posting up their videos of their gameplay with the PlayStation 5. And as I was telling Tuck a few minutes ago, it's real telling, this whole story with the SSD. Because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't a lot of people like a lot of PlayStation fans all up in everybody's faces about this amazing, life changing SSD? But yet here it is, we're seeing much more faster loading times with a lot of the Xbox Series X and even S games. Now, I know a lot of people are kind of like, okay, well, what does this mean? Um, from my standpoint, as far as I guess as far as technology goes and everything, the way I see it is this is the signs of whose software team, whose hardware team is more better suited for for the job. Not taking anything from the those good guys at ICE or anything over at Sony, not taking anything away from Cerny and what's his name, his Japanese counterpart. But the situation is as it is. Microsoft has the best in the industry when it comes to making back end and front end software, especially drivers that 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 work all sorts of magic with hardware. So it's like I said, that everything. So like I said, everything that we're seeing that's going on with the Series X SSD, even though it's not as top of the line as the PlayStations, Okay, apologies about that. Uh, I definitely need to start finding something else to another device because my mic just completely froze up. So yeah, as I was saying, what the way things is looking to me, and I'll go ahead and end it off with this is that Microsoft's software and hardware team were just, in my opinion, they were like a lot more on point. Um, so you're looking at like years and well over a decade of experience with driver support. And the thing about velocity with just working with with the IO speeds and everything, they've been working on solutions for this stuff for, I mean, a very long time. So I believe they were well prepared for what Sony was looking to bring. So, but anyways, on that note, this has been the weekly wrap. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Thank you, and enjoy your weekend.